All right, welcome back to another stream of Buddha and Zionics playing games poorly. We are going to be playing some Icarus for at least 20 minutes, maybe even 30,
Yeah.
possibly 40. Who knows?
I'm assuming Zonix is going to get focused enough that we're probably going to end up at about, 1 o'clock in the morning as far as we're concerned. But, whatever.
Anyways,
I was trying to be nice and we were going to do Attack on Titan until about 11 to midnight, but he was like, nah, Icarus. And it's like, okay, fine. And that means, yeah, that's like 2, 3 hours that are just,
yeah. This is my fault. Anyways, let's
it
start up.
is.
Unearthed
I was going to say,
research. Let's roll.
who the who?
Oxygen, water, perceived threat. Confirmed loadout. I'm okay with this. Let's roll. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna land and move north a couple of hexes or a couple of squares, and then set up a base.
I figured in programming hexes and squares were be somewhat equivalent.
More or less. But in this game, we're talking about squares.
Sorry, random curiosity. Not that anyone listening to us will understand it.
Mm-hmm.
If I didn't give you a hint and a random character was saying, you know what? One of the things I enjoy is talking to Timothy. Do you think you would have made the correlation?
When you're working for the ACS, you always know
Like
what you're
literally,
thinking.
random character attached to nobody, doesn't know how or any of the characters that we've been
There's a
following.
lot riding on this
I
one.
I enjoy talking to
They know it.
Timothy.
They
Do you
send me
think
a
you would have made
little
that
already,
connection?
so give
I
I
me
mean,
mean,
a
eventually you
the
would have,
only
obviously.
Timothy I know of is
got the dogs
Amos.
and their last
Yeah,
recruit.
but that's just it. Is honestly, I still don't know who Amos. I still don't know who Timothy is. But there is a child character who is saying, you know what? One of the things that I look forward to in the week is talking to Timothy. Do you think you would have taken that and gone, oh, that's Amos? Like I'm straight up. Oh yeah, no, maybe that's Amos. Like I am straight up guessing on this point, but it's one of the only characters that it's like, oh yeah, no, it could totally be Amos, and that would make sense.
I mean, I don't have a compelling argument against that.
Well, I'm just like I was saying earlier. I was going to bed. I was like, wait a minute. Amos's real name is Timothy, and well, sorry, slight spoiler for book 8. He got sent on a special ops hidden mission type thing. So him on a special secretive mission going off of a secret name. Well, everyone who knows him as Timothy is dead pretty much. So, like I said, I did not make the direct correlation when I heard Timothy, but at the same time, given a little, hey, it could be. Why not? And that's where, like I said, it is straight up assumption. I still don't know. I still don't know. But I'm assuming Timothy is Amos, and it's going to become quite obvious why it's a assumption that I can't verify. But maybe.
Well, I mean, you're making assumptions, and that's fine. It
Well,
is what it
along with the
is.
whole, well, and that's what I was going to say, along with the whole Mass Effect aspect, where it's like, well, I'm thinking this is straight up a mixture of Mass Effect and Balefire equivalency.
No.
There you are. Make myself some arrows. not gonna lie, and it's gonna probably be not the best thing to say on stream. I'm kind of forcing myself to push through the Expanse series, but only because of that um Brandon Sanderson, well, the book Jim Butcher book series that Brandon Sanderson was talking about, because I have to admit it's gonna be amazing or it's gonna be horrible. The whole Lost Legions combined with Pokemon, whatever. I have to look it up again to see what the name is, but it sounded fascinating.
Well, the
Well,
thing is Brandon Sanderson says something is good. Doesn't necessarily mean
no, no, no.
something
Oh,
is
I'm
good.
not. I am not trusting Brandon Sanderson. That's definitive. Don't get me wrong. I like Mistborn, and I kind of liked the rest of Mistborn. Like, when it comes to Brandon Sanderson, no, that is not a thumbs up. But I do enjoy Jim Butcher. He has been somebody who's caught my attention. I have my issues, but he's caught my attention. So Jim Butcher wrote a story about Lost or the Roman Lost Legion and Pokemon. You know what? And that's successful. I want to look into that. I want to. I'm actually really curious. Brandon Sanderson is irrelevant. He told a story about another author that was relevant, and that's where. Oh wait, what? Sorry, hold on a second. But yeah, no. So that's where I'm more sitting at is Brendan Sanderson, and it's the same thing. Actually, going back, what was it? The last 3 books of the Wheel of Time. I'm actually not a big fan of the last 3 books. I think I, I am not a fan of Brandon Sanderson. All things considered. Yeah, no. All things considered, I am not really a fan of Brandon Sanderson.
And apparently there's a new Mistborn book out there called The Forgotten Metal.
Couldn't care less. Honestly.
Yeah, no, and that's just it. Is my brother was asking me about that, and it's like, the story ended. Anything that Brandon Sanderson is writing above and beyond that is bullshit because the story is done.
Well, see, from what I understand, and now this is just my, you know, I have no understanding, but assumption, is he was he kind of did the God King thing with Dune. Like, as soon as blah blah blah, fixing shit, all of a sudden they hop like 1,000 years in the future or something like that. In which case you're following new characters and shit like that. Okay, that fine, that can make sense. But I seriously, outside of the first Mistborn book, I just never cared. I really, I mean, I finished them. It took a finish them. The first Mistborn book, good book. I thoroughly enjoy, thoroughly recommend. Other books of the Mistborn series.
Nah.
Oh, you're not even up here yet.
No, I've been dicking around.
Okay, I guess I'll pick up stone and start chopping down some goddamn trees, I guess. But yeah, no, I'm like, well, it's the same thing I've said a couple times now. It's like, you know what? I'm not saying Brandon Sanderson is a great author or horrible author. He's just not an author for me. I enjoyed some of his books. Like, I honestly, actually, one that I could tout a little bit is Brent Weeks. He does great. I despise his endings. Like, when it comes to ending his series, his books, or what have you, I like 1 star. But when it comes to developing worlds, when it comes to developing the story, like 9 to 10 stars, like unabashedly. I enjoy his writing, his developments. He does phenomenal. But when it comes to endings, no, bad, very bad. He needs it's kind of the same thing with what some of the people who love and hate Trump was saying. You know what? I like and hate what he's saying, but when it comes to his tweets, yeah, no. When it comes to Brant Weeks, he needs somebody to help him with his endings because he bad. He very very bad.
His endings are very bad.
Of course, I guess there's a asterisk caveat on that because you have to understand my perspective when it comes to good and bad endings. Because I mean, let's say this: if you have a story that is kind of dark, and then all of a sudden the ending is Disney-esque, I am not a fan.
If you have a story that's mildly dark, or and you have a story that or an ending that's Disney-esque, I am not a fan.
No, I have to admit, I just keep thinking back to I forget which authoress, I guess, because I believe it was a female that you were pointing out using and what have you, where it's like people fall in love with their characters, and then bad things can happen, but like there's no ending to the characters. Like, oh no, I like them too much. I mean, because the one that I know you told me about because I bowed out early was Duncan, Idaho, and Dune. Like Duncan, Idaho, and Dune is straight up stupid. Who is sitting there going, "Oh yeah, no, Duncan, no, 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 no." Okay, I've chopped almost 400 wood, so I guess I'm gonna start hunting because I don't know what you're doing.
Well, I'm just looking for the location I want to set up shop.
I thought that's where I was at, close to where I was at.
You are. So I'm looking for a mid F2, really. You are close to where that is.
Well, depending, you're either close to where you're looking at, or you might want to go near to there. The only reason why I would go a little more closer to where I'm at is because the cave I'm going to be heading to literally has double the resources of the other two.
That's bacon.
Yum yum. Are you aching? Yum yum. Pour some bacon. Yum yum. That's kind of annoying.
Mm.
Oh, some whatever lag issue. Was trying to shoot a pig in the river, and it was like, no, no, you're not hitting it. Oh, yes, I am. So you have a location you setting up house?
Um, sorta, yeah. Alright, I need wood.
I got wood. Where do you want to build? Oh, there. Turn around. One hundred, 200, 380, I believe.
Okay.
Fuck. So I'm collecting fiber as a heads up.
Okay. Oh, be right back. I'm crafting shit.
Well, here's hoping the lore doesn't get destroyed. And the floor is taking damage.
Ah, tree!
Yeah, a bunch of trees got knocked over. Oh, that's another thing too. So at the beginning of book 8 in the Expanse series, he's like, "Well,
Yeah.
I'd like to thank George R. R. Martin," and I'm like, "You know what? At this point, I'm torn on what that should imply."
George R. R. Martin is a gigantic asshole.
You got 2 stone on you.
Yeah.
Whoa, that's new.
Why'd you throw a wood repair hammer on the ground?
Cause I need you move, please.
Why'd you throw a wood repair hammer on the ground?
Cause I accidentally made it.
Oh, God forbid you repair shit.
I did repair shit. I still, that was accidental. I do have a wood repair hammer. I now have 2 wood repair hammers. Now I'm making a. No. But yeah, no, bacon apparently is a thing. Oh, bacon should always be a thing. Increased experience plus. Wow. I need more stone. Okay, making a crafting bench. Sulfur. Well, plant.
Making oxide dissolver.
Okay, I will not then.
Okay, I'll take the first slot if you're not going to.
There it is. I was trying to figure out where the fuck my uh yeah. Oh, hooray. I'm dumb.
That sounds perfectly reasonable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, whatever. Okay. In this box over at Meow, fiber, bone, fur, leather, sticks, wood, one lily. And the one spare repair hammer that I made.
Well, fuck. We're one for short of 2 beds.
Just means you need to kill one thing. I am now heading towards the mining aspect. The random something. Yeah, the chat.
Huh.
So, I am I have historical knowledge, a certain amount of historical knowledge, like say 100 years ago type knowledge. I am not understanding why Russia be bad in this invasion of Ukraine. Now, part of this, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, I had a little lag out there. That's not a good sign of what I was talking about.
You mentioned Russia and Twitch muted your ass. That's
Well,
how it
not only
goes.
muted my ass, but straight up lagged my ass. Actually, so before I get controversial, one thing that made me laugh is, oh, hey, Russia now is doing what they can to block fake news. Oh, so they're now on the same level as the Biden administration, Twitch, or not Twitch, Twitter and Facebook. So yeah, they're straight up first world country now, because you need to block fake news. You know that news that is fake. Totes need to be done. I'm sorry, who's the authoritarian now? You're not supposed to ask that question. I apologize.
You're not. mean, I'm not
Oh,
trying to impose my will on anybody here, but you're not
oh, of
supposed
course,
to
you're not
ask.
trying to. Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, Google, Alphabet. You know, those are the authoritarians that are totes, but totally not. Um, Russia. Actually, another thing to get us in trouble. I was musing about that how, you know what? Hillary Clinton can claim about how there was an election that was not 100% bestest of all time. And then there's another guy who can claim that is not the bestest of all time, but he's liar fake news. But Hillary Clinton is not. And then you have this other guy whose name starts with by corruption, like bicarbonate, but by corruption.
Mm.
And when he wins, totes good. When he loses, totes corruption. A little weird. Can we have a baseline like what's required? How about this? How about we have a straight up audit of all elections, like hardcore. I want the most hardcore. Like I want the IRS to be jealous of how hardcore we go into election proofing. Can we go for that? No, no, no. That would be bad. For who? The American people?
It's anti-American to assume that elections are fraudulent.
Not to well, unless you're Biden or Hillary, but no. Oh, well, I'm not gonna include anybody who doesn't want to be included. But you know what? Think we should restrict voting rights. Honestly, personally. Oh, getting a voter ID that's racist. That makes no fucking sense. But racists want to declare it to be racist. So how about this? Only people who can reach a certain threshold should have the right to vote. How about that? No, that's racist. No,
Like
no, no.
5'9" or what?
Like I don't know. I'm straight up going Heinlein on this. You know what? If you join the military and then you get out, you earn the right to vote. But then again, yeah, no. So you know what? If you ooh, sorry. If you and now to be fair, I'm not gonna try to define how you quantify earning the right to vote. But let's say you have to make a certain amount of money. You have to provide a service. You have to, like, let's say you have to become a police officer, a firefighter for 10, 20 years, and then you get the right to vote. You join the military, and then you get the right to vote. And you know what? Me being the filthy, filthy capitalist that I am, you become an entrepreneur. You get uh and you're successful for say 5, 10 years, then you get the right to vote. If you're just get you know shat out from a woman's front hole, don't really care. Don't care. Don't care if it happened in Mexico. Don't care if it happened in China. Don't care if it happened. I definitely don't care if it happened in Canada. Don't care. You have to prove your investment and your what's the other word I'm looking at? Your understanding. And honestly, one of the things that started this was how many people like right now, if we could take the what is it called, the naturalization test, I believe is what it's called.
Well, I think you should come home. We should go to sleep, and we
I'm
should probably call it a night.
I Is that a double entendre, or are you just talking about tonight?
Tonight. We should go to bed. You're here at beds. We should go to bed. I'm just saying. I'm kind of done for the night. Is all I'm saying.
Uh,
Sorry. I wanted to get this shit started. And we didn't get as far as I wanted to, but um, we got a little bit. We got started, and that's what I wanted, basically. So we can continue on Thursday.
um, let's. You want to call it first, or you want to go to bed, or call it first?
We can call it first and then go to bed when we come back.
No, if we're calling it now, then we'll go to bed tomorrow. Okay. So, good night, y'all. Thanks for joining in and all that jazz.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. We will be back on Thursday with more Icarus and more Terraria, or not Terraria, more Attack on Titan.
More
Tatar to
Attack on Titan.
Titan. Yep. We will be back again on Thursday with what we were playing tonight.
But inverted.
Any last words, Buddha?
Thanks for watching. Enjoy. Enjoy what's happening. That's
Thanks.
so depressing to say.
Thanks for watching. We will be back in 2 days on Thursday. Good night.